Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Chasing the Cup. I'm Corey Miller here with Frank Cusimano. We got a lot to talk about after an exciting Game 4 on Sunday night. The first thing we have to talk about is Jordan Binnington. Craig Berube rolled the dice, took Ville Husso out, put 2019 Stanley Cup hero Jordan Binnington in, and it paid off. What do you think about, first, the decision from Berube? It wasn't an easy one.
No, it wasn't. And, you know, we've had a lot of really fine coaches over the years in St. Louis, people like Tony La Russa, Mike Schilt, Mike Martz, Dick Vermeil. This was a move that Whitey Herzog would have made. He played a hunch. Nobody's played hunches better than this guy, Craig Berube, over the years. And, you know, you're talking about benching the hero of Game 1, guy who was 7th in the league in save percentage, for a guy in Jordan Binnington who did not have a great season.
Yeah.
But he just kind of felt it, and there was enough momentum at the end of the season where he felt, you know what, this is a big stage, he can come back, and it really worked. 28 saves, 30 shots.
You don't bet against Craig Berube. There's no doubt we're going to see Binnington in Game 5 now, right?
No chance.
The Ville Husso story was great, but now Jordan Binnington might be back.
It's odd, because let's face it, when Husso got the job, there was a percentage of people, in fact, I threw it out there, have we seen Jordan Binnington play his last game?
Yeah.
Because, you know, if Husso was great in the regular season, he's great in the postseason, and Jake Allen only played 24 minutes in 2019, would we see Jordan Binnington again? Yeah, we saw him again.
It's crazy how fast things can change, but in a series that's rapidly falling apart, you don't have time to dilly-dally. Berube obviously made the right call. Let's move on. Talk about, on the offensive side, Jordan Kyrou had a huge game. He had 2 goals, one of which was about one of the best highlights I've ever seen him have. And then he could have had a couple more, as Berube even said in his post-game presser. If Jordan Kyrou is scoring like that, that's huge for them.
Yeah, there was a time early in the season when he was going berserk that really smart hockey people were saying, this guy has like almost Connor McDavid kind of skills.
Yeah.
Skills with speed, that combo. And then all of a sudden, you know, he kind of went away for a little bit, but this is the Kyrou we saw from earlier in the season. That was breathtaking.
He could have had a couple more, though, because he deferred to pass on a few of those. It sounds weird to say, but I'd like to see him be more aggressive even.
Yeah, be a little bit more selfish.
We talked about Berube a little bit already, but just this guy knows what the team needs at the certain moment. Have you seen anybody, you mentioned Whitey Herzog, have you seen anybody like Berube that's able to do it that well?
No. In fact, I also want to give a little credit to Coach Van Ryn, who handles the D. I mean, just imagine you're trying to beat one of the best teams in hockey with 113 points, all those incredibly gifted offensive stars without 4 of your top 6 defensemen. And they had 2 logged 30 minutes today. What I thought was really cool is every time they would go over to the bench, Coach Van Ryn would like put his hand on him, almost like Coach Maddox when
With
he goes
the
out to
claw.
get a pitcher. Yeah, and just was coaching him up and coaching him up. And boy, you know, we want Colton Parayko to be Chris Pronger. Look, for about 2.5 hours today, he was Chris Pronger-esque.
Strong day from the defense under man, like you said. Let's look ahead and talk about that a little bit more. Berube said Leddy and Bertuzzo are probable, or not probable, because in hockey probable means they're probably going to play. Questionable, it's possible they could play in Game 5. Scandella didn't last very long in this game. They had to rely on Santini, who didn't play that many minutes. Rosen, who really did not have a great game, and I don't think you're totally confident in him back there. What do you see from the defense going forward? Are they going to have to keep patching it together?
Yeah, I think you'll see the big 2 log, you know, Justin Falk and Parayko log 30 minutes. This was the first time, by the way, that the Blues have had 2 defensemen log 30 minutes in one game since McInnes and Pronger.
Jeez.
I mean, we're talking about legends, and we're also talking about guys who haven't played in a long, long time. So they'll be smart and get those guys out there as often as possible. I did see Bortuzzo leave today, and he looks like Rocky Balboa after Rocky won. I mean, that is one bad-looking eye. But he's also the toughest guy on the planet, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if he played.
Let's look ahead a little bit. Last thing, Game 5 coming up on Tuesday. How much better do you feel right now than you did before this game today? Because there was just kind of a malaise, it felt like. Oh, here they go. They're going to roll over. This might be it. And now everybody's energized again.
Yeah. I mean, we're all prisoner of the moments.
Yeah.
I think especially myself, actually. After Game 1, oh, my gosh, this is 2019.
Yeah.
And then after Game 3, boy, with all these defensemen, this is going to be a Minnesota series. And now They have so much skill up front, and now Kyrou is coming back and playing like the star he is. This is going to be a great series.
Best out of 3 now.
Yeah.
The Blues are going to get at least one more home game here on Thursday night for sure. Everybody's fired up right now.
Yes.
We
want to encourage everybody to watch Sports Plus tonight. You'll have a great piece on the 2 Jordans. We're also going to sit down and go one-on-one with Ryan O'Reilly, and then we'll have a bunch of Hall of Famers that aren't hockey related. Mark Burley, Otis Anderson, Danny Cox, Kurt Flood's daughter. Big Sports Plus, 10:30 on Channel 5.
Great show coming up tonight at 10:30, and great Blues coverage coming your way from us the rest of the way they go in the playoffs.